it's been a great insight. It's been a while since I've talked about the show Sliders. So, anyway, what we're doing is looking at a part 1 and part 2 of Exodus part 1 and Exodus part 2. So, let's look at Exodus part 1. So, in this episode, the sliders slide into an Earth that is about to be destroyed by the radiation of a pulsar, and a military unit forces them to help them fix their sliding technology so that they can help, take some of their folks to another, reality, so that, things can continue on going on smoothly. But at the same time, one thing that goes on is, say, they're having to, say, hey, should we be trusting this Joe? Should we be trusting this guy? Should we be trusting any of these individuals? They all seem like they have ulterior motives, in a way. And I think the character who's in this, the person who's in this episode, Roger Daltrey, as Colonel Rickman. And honestly, he is, the antagonist of, quite a few episodes. So, honestly,
Feed in 10 minutes. We've found a way off. But everyone's going.
You're going to lie to them to the very end?
You want me to tell them they're all going to die? This is not going to turn into the last days of Saigon. We have only...
That's pretty awesome. And I think he does a pretty good job when it comes to what he's able to get when he gives a performance. Yes, it's a bit more, not monotone, but I think he does a good job, for a person that is, a singer from, The Who, and just, say, I'm an actor. He does a good job. One of the things that the episode does when they go to, say, alternate universes, when Maggie, because she becomes a new character, her and Quinn go to different realities. Say, there's one in which they are, one where, say, creatures are, suddenly they're in an alternate world where, say, hey, they are tiny, everything else is bigger than them, a rabbit, or heck, even people, and all that. And, yeah, I'd say that's an interesting idea, and it shows, say, hey, where even though this episode is not really about sliding, it's about, trying to help, another group, because while this is going on, someone is going on sneaking in the night, and injecting folks, and then they end up in comas. And yes, I know, one thing that I had a commenter recently say was, well, this would be great to have, say, clips on it. Well, I understand that, and I've been trying to find some of them, clips them, but sometimes it's been working against me, but...
You better join me in praying you're wrong.
Working the best I can to find them. But I thought this one was, part 1 of it was interesting, in that they ended up, one of them goes, her, Quinn and, Maggie end up going into another universe, where it's say, hey, maybe this is Earth Prime, and then they bump into his mom, and he goes, I need to get her out of here, Maggie out of here, because in different realities, they can't breathe the air. So, yeah, everything of it is kind of abrupt, because he goes, I gotta get her out of here, and then he goes to another universe. So, yeah. So, look at Exodus part 2. So, Quinn and Maggie find an alternate Earth in which they transport 150 soldiers from the previous Earth. How Rickman has an hidden agenda for the survivors. And so one of the things that ends up happening is, say, some of, say, the sliding crew, they seem to have, a bit of an off-road, in that what happens is that Rembrandt has a bit of a relationship with a young man, and he's trying to say, hey, I want to make sure that this young man can get out of here. I want to make sure that he is able to stay safe, and, get to a safe thing, because he has lost his parents. And honestly, that is a fairly intriguing idea, and like, there has been a fighting because they're saying, say, hey, aren't we supposed to be a team? And, like, say, yeah, we got in this all because of Quinn, and suddenly, like, it's you that's making all the decisions. It was a very interesting episode. I will say the one thing that I like, I was really shocked and going,
Sorry, Dr. Jensen, but you won't be coming to the new world.
and what? They did not. They did not. And it was such a ballsy move. In that the professor sacrifices himself, and I thought, no. Because, the professor is such a huge, Professor Rembrandt, he is such a huge character that holds the glue to the show. He's the glue that helps all the characters in a way. And you're going to say, what can we do now? Like, and all that, because, you have the character of Maggie become part of the crew, so what's next? And I'm fairly intrigued. Of what could they go through next. So, yeah. See you next time.